Waste another day, eyes on my display. You say we need a change, and I feel that you mean it. You mean it. But you're so right, we're losing track of time, buying things online, and it's not like we need them. We don't need them. So can we just slow down? The only thing I'll do is lay here next to you. We need to slow down.
So these came today for Katerina's birthday and for her class. So I've got these little bags that just say happy birthday, so I'm going to pop some of those in those bags. I will be getting like a chocolate option as well for the kids that can't have gelatine. And then for her actual birthday party, obviously her theme is blue raspberry. So I've got some like blue bags that I'll separate those into, and then we'll have some on the actual like day as well. But yeah, I actually bagged these all up the other day, and I was filming on this camera and it was so low battery, and I was about to turn it off and then it died, so that whole clip it didn't even record anything of, but this is what they look like ready. See, bags just look like that, and then I've laid them out on like a clean white tray and used tongs to like bag them up, so obviously I wasn't touching any of them of these because there's a bunch of people in her class that can't have gelatin, so I'm going to buy like some chocolate buttons or something. But yeah, they're all in a bag, just ready for when it's actually time for her to take them into school. And then I've got these ones for her like sleepover party. What I'll probably do is like chop them up, because then they're a bit more manageable, aren't they? And also because she's having a sleepover, I don't want them to have like too much, because obviously I don't want them being sick in the night, because that'll be on me. Also for the ones going to the school, we probably could have got like more bags out of them, but for some reason in that one jelly mix there was so many like dolphins, so the blue ones, so we wanted to save those for her like blue raspberry theme party. Meanwhile, this mix that like obviously has come now, I think there's like, and I don't know if there's any more in there. But yeah, so that's the thing, like all these mixes like come like so different. And we didn't have any cola bottles in the last one, or the little blue like gummy bears. So just like bear that in mind when ordering, as they do actually come really quite different. The sun's coming out, which is so nice. And then for the rest of that blue bag which I had, I separated them all into their own individual sweet, because we're going to have like a hot air balloon with like the sweets around like the bottom base of it. So I just kind of separated them into their own sweet section already, just so on the day I can just like dump them out into each section, so they're already sorted. But yeah, obviously now I've got a few more that I can add in. Like there wasn't loads of these ones, so I can pop those in with those. Okay, so I've actually just gone ahead and I've made up a few more of these ones. There's now over 30, just in case, because you never know. And then I'll put some chocolate in there as well, and then she will have her after school club that day as well anyway, so she might want to give a couple out to some of her other friends. And then I've separated those to go into these, and then I've separated these to go in with her hot air balloon party mixes basically. Okay, so I've just got 2 of the sleepover tents out, just because I need to measure to work out in advance for Katerina's party if we need to move this out of the way, because there's definitely enough room for 3, because we'll be moving the dining room table, and then there's a gap this side too. But I need to work out, I think 4 should fit in there. But it's just something I want to work out before, just in case we need to like unscrew this from like the wall and that. If this isn't girl math, I don't know what is. We seem to have lost Tom's tape measure, so I'm using ribbon weighted down with that. And then I've made a little dent in the ribbon so that I can then go across the rest of the room to figure it out. Okay, so we should just about be able to do it.
I keep dreaming, but my dreams keep flying away. There's somewhere far beyond. Keep chasing them and I never rest for a day. There's something I don't do. I feel the wind blowing my face, but that's alright. I smile at people passing by. Some smile back, some might not. I'm always looking for a shade when it's hot. I've been low key and I'm trying to stop. God, I'm feeling good. Yeah, but when off I go. Pretty afternoon, it's a fast forward. Looking at the skyline, looking back at my life, and I gotta say it's one of a kind. Yeah, but when off I go. Pretty afternoon, it's a fast forward. Looking at the skyline, looking back at my life, and I gotta say it's one of a kind. It's been a while since I ran into you on a street. I wonder if you moved. Hope everything is going amazing for you, and you're not feeling blue. I feel the rain pour down my face, but that's alright. I smile at people passing by. Some smile back, some might not. I'm always looking for a shade when it's hot. I've been low key and I'm trying to stop. God, I'm feeling good. Yeah, but when off I go. Pretty afternoon, it's a fast forward. Looking at the skyline, looking back at my life, and I gotta say it's one of a kind. Yeah, but when off I go. Pretty afternoon, it's a fast forward. Looking at the skyline, looking back at my life, and I gotta say it's one of a kind. I slip to the right, to the left. I slip to the right, to the left. I slip to the right, to the left. I slip to the right. God, I'm feeling good. Yeah, but when off I go. Pretty afternoon, it's a fast forward. Looking at the skyline, looking back at my life, and I gotta say it's one of a kind. Yeah, but when off I go. Pretty afternoon, it's a fast forward. Looking at the skyline, looking back at my life, and I gotta say it's one of a kind.
I started doing it before I filmed it, so I've had to take it out, but I'm using this attachment to then make little squares of cheese, so they can make their own like little, it's like a DIY dairy dunkers basically. So you can see it just cuts like the perfect square sized cheese. So these were from TikTok shop, because obviously I bought the other ones from B&M and then I saw these after and I was like, oh, so typical, because these were on offer for £1.29 each, which initially I bought some other ones. I think they were £2.99 each. And then I saw these ones right after and I cancelled and got a refund like straight away. But these are the straws. Yeah, I don't know what this is. Oh, this is for free, I'm guessing. I didn't order these. Oh my god, there's loads. I didn't order these. So this is what the box, can't show you, but I'll show you my address. This is what the box is. So maybe they needed the box to ship it out and they were like, oh, we'll just give her these for free? No, because wait, there's so much. I didn't order these. But yeah, there's some cauliflower crisps and some sweet pea crisps, which I did not, I didn't order these. What? But then there's no extra packaging. Strange, very strange. However, the things that I did intend to order, I ordered these as party favours. So this is a blue raspberry flavoured bubble tea drink. So yeah, got these ones as party favours. And then I've got a strawberry one, a mango passion fruit, and I think this last one is an apple. So I just got these for Katerina as part of her birthday present, because she loves bubble tea. Loves it, she loves it. So yeah, so these ones are for party favours, and I will be kind of like dressing them up to look cute, I guess. But yeah, it's got the little boba pearls in there, can you see? Floating around. Oh, they're floating around like in the top. That's very strange. Yeah, so I've now got wrapping to do, so I now actually don't think I'll have time to fill up the pamper packs before Delilah gets home, so I might be doing the pamper packs now on another day, but it's fine. We've still got, it's Monday, we've got until Saturday, so. But I can't get over how many of these I've got. That's so bizarre.
We keep running faster and faster. I don't know what we're after, yeah. We keep up with disaster, disaster. I'm thinking that they're after me. We're running like
Okay, so it is now Thursday, and the balloons have been up for a few days, but it's time for them to go down, so I'm now going to take them apart and put them back into bags. The kids are home, so there's only so much to be able to show if they get in the way, and my battery is about to die, so we'll see what we can get done. But you know, I'm in business when my hair is in a bun, so today we are sorting the balloons out. I want to get the sponges in the freezer, and I want to get the buttercream made, so then tomorrow I can assemble the cake. And like, I hate making buttercream, it's so annoying. So annoying. So I just want it like done and ready to go. Yes. Oh, is it? Do you want to put it in the bin? Yeah. That one's yucky. We'll get some more. And then tomorrow I can just whip out the buttercream and do it. Cheeky cheeks. Bubbles. Bubbles. It's cake time.
faster and faster. We're running like faster and faster. We keep running faster and faster. I don't know what we're after, yeah. We keep up with disaster, disaster.
couldn't think of anything worse than touching butter, so I use a pastry brush to butter my tins. I've only got one heart-shaped tin, so I will basically ladle one into there and then one into another bowl, one into there, one into another bowl, and then I'll cook them separately, which is fine. I did it last week and both sponges were exactly the same. So yes, that's how I do it and how I'm going to do it. Some on the bottom as well so that the paper sticks. Sorry. Not really giving you the best angles for this, am I? But while I want to film it, I also need to get it done. Because tomorrow's going to be a busy day. Because I thought I wasn't working anymore this week, but of course I'm doing Katerina's nails now. I wasn't going to. However, maybe like a week and a half ago, I found the most amazing strawberry nails come up on my page, and I was like, oh my god, we have to do that blue raspberry theme. So I'm now doing her nails, which normally I only say to her I'll do your nails if she's got a 2-week holiday, because then she can actually get, you know, the most out of them, and actually get to appreciate them for a little bit. But yeah, they were just too perfect to, it was too perfect an opportunity basically to not do it. So, and then it's also content for my work page too. I need to get a few more KitchenAid bowls, to be fair. I couldn't make it last night because we had mash. That's the thing, I either not barely use it, because my KitchenAid gets used typically at least once a week if we're having like mashed potato or something. But it always seems to be like if we're having mash, I then need to use it for something else as well. Because I've got a little KitchenAid one as well, because my KitchenAid came with 2 bowls. But it's good if you're not doing anything like that's kicking up loads of stuff, because otherwise it then kicks out more, because obviously it's a shallower bowl. And especially if I'm doing like fudge or mash or anything like that, because otherwise it's hot, so obviously having the handle is then not hot. So I'm basically going to go one for you, one for you, one for you, one for you, and that's how I get it kind of even. One for you, and one for you. Because I can't weigh them, because obviously both things weigh different amounts. One for you. I also find that this sponge is a flatter riser as well, which is nice because then there's not much cake being wasted. I literally have to trim off the tiniest bit. And I like to freeze my cakes because it makes it easier to decorate them. So these will be going in the freezer until tomorrow. Honestly, this batter, I can smell it, is the yummiest batter. I can literally just eat it with a spoon. Okay, so now I'm gonna push the cake out to the edges. Sat in there because you don't want like a random big air bubble. And then I also just like to kind of dig out the middle just a tiny bit to kind of help with it to then rise flat. Okay, so the first layer is done. I'm just going to let this cool off for a few minutes and then I'll wrap it in cling film so it keeps in all the moisture basically. All the steam and all the moisture. As for the jam, I actually made that last week when I made my dad's cake. and there was like tons left over. Where is it? So I already have loads of homemade strawberry jam ready to get in the cake, so I don't have to make that today. Which, to be fair, Tan probably would have preferred raspberry, and it probably would have made more sense for the party. And I'm only just thinking of that now, but I've got the homemade strawberry jam, so she can have homemade strawberry jam. Three down. Also, as we're like doing the birthday stuff for Tan at the moment, obviously Bella's all about her birthday. She loves her birthday, but she's already kind of deciding what she wants for her birthday. And for her, because it would be like a class party, and then she's gonna have a joint one with Delilah, because Delilah won't care, she's gonna be 2. She doesn't really have many friends, she'll just be happy to be there. I was gonna do sort of like, you know, like the lunch boxes, where you do like a sandwich, a yoghurt, a packet of crisps, a packet of like party rings or something like that, and some fruit. And the amount of like comments I'm seeing on people's videos where they're like, what about the parents? Or if I went to a kid's party and I wasn't fed, I'd be fuming. Like, I have never, as far as I can recall anyway, unless it's like a everyone's there kind of party, the party's for the kids. Yeah, you took them, but the party's for the kids. Like, am I wrong for thinking that it's just the kids that should be fed? But that's what I've always thought of. You've managed to get that remote, haven't you? Oh no. But to me, it's the child that's been invited to the party, not the adult. Like, the parents, the child's the one that got the invitation. The invitation was addressed to the child, it's not addressed to the parent. So, and the parents aren't obliged to stay, it's their choice whether they want to stay. I don't know, it's just one of those things, isn't it? And then also, anyway, I find the whole kids party food thing just such a weird thing. Like, for Katrina's, I made this myself, by the way. I've got pictures of recipes and stuff. That was one of Katrina's. Do you remember this? I'm pretty sure I vlogged this week when I did this. Didn't vlog that one, but yeah, I remember Katrina going to her first ever school party, and I turned up to pick her up. Yeah, I remember picking her up and they were still eating, and they had like raw broccoli on the table, and they'd scooped out a watermelon and like chopped up fruit, which I always do like lots of fruit and vegetables anyway, regardless. But yeah, and it was like couscous and like loads of things that just like, so when I then did her party for that year, it was like, I did obviously veg sticks, carrots, fruit, all of that, but then there was also like pizza and quiche and sandwiches and chicken nuggets and crisps. Like, do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know, it's a kid's party. But yeah, for Bella's I'll be doing lunch boxes, because doing that for all those people, there's so much food left over, and obviously food is just way more expensive now, so I will be doing a please select which sandwich you would like, and then I will make the boxes up accordingly. And I think for Bella's party, I know this is completely interrupting this video, but I think for Bella's party, instead of like cutting up the big cake at the party, I'm going to just do like individual cupcakes in boxes so that they can just take a cupcake, rather than like having the stress of, I remember Katrina, like they were coming to get the bouncy castle, I was trying to cut the cake, I was trying to get the cake into the party bags, and it was just a bit of a nightmare. So I think I will do, our family members can come round after and we'll cut the big cake, and then for everyone else they can have a cupcake. Also, if Katrina wasn't having such like an eating based party, because obviously they're having a Domino's and then they are having like loads of popcorn while watching a movie, I totally would have done, because the thing is, I feel like if you was to do pass the parcel, I remember playing pass the parcel, it used to be if you'd already unwrapped a layer, you then passed it on to the next person. I feel like kids these days would have an absolute fit about that. Or like some kids anyway. So it's hard to like include like games and stuff, so I think I'm just gonna I'm not going to be the entertainer. I actually want to be able to enjoy the party somewhat, so I'll be paying for an entertainer. What's the matter? Mummy's doing it. Mummy's doing it. Cheese is supposed to be for the party, but I'll have to cut some more, won't I? What's the matter? Mummy's doing it. Time to get yogurt. The yogurts that you have to cut. I'm getting you one. But yeah, so I'll just be paying for an entertainer for the girls' party.
Mommy, that's fun.
Wow. But yeah, if Katerina wasn't having such an eating-based party, I would totally do the. You have a bar of chocolate, and then you have to put the hat, the scarf, the gloves on, and then eat the chocolate with a knife and fork, and then until the next person rolls a 6. What a time to be alive! I feel like everything these days is crap. What a time to be alive! Okay, so I'm now starting my buttercream. This at the moment is just purely whipped butter, nothing else. Okay, the buttercream is done. Thank goodness. I hate making buttercream with an absolute passion. Okay, lots of noise in the background. But I have just gone and done the party shop, and I'm kind of making up like boxes for like which day. So this one is day 2, so it's like the party favours, and then I'm going to put like all the dried like food bits that we don't have space for in the cupboard in here too. And then I've got another box for like the decorations and the movie night. Okay, so it's now cake time. I am just slowly whipping up the buttercream, and I've got the cakes out the freezer and put them face down, so they can just start warming up a little bit, so I can slice off the tops, but they're still stay cold enough so that when I fill it and crumb coat it, that it like sets almost instantly, and then I can put it in the fridge, and then I can start working on the colours. Okay, so the buttercream is now nice and whipped. I also made some simple syrup earlier, so it's now cooled down, so I'm just going to pop this on the cakes and then assemble.
Waste another day, eyes on my display. You say we need a change, and I feel that you mean it. You mean it. But you're so right, we're losing track of time, buying things online, and it's not like we need them. We don't need them. So can we just slow down? The only thing I'll do is lay here next to you. We need to slow down. Embrace the love we found. For you and I, we're safe and sound.
stingy over here.
We were on the run, rocking around the clock. Now all we need is right here in front of us. In front of us. So can we just slow down? The only thing I'll do is lay here next to you. We need to slow down. Embrace the love we found. For you and I are safe and sound. Can we just slow down? And we just slow waste another day. I'm on my way. You say we need a change. Feel that you need it. It's just so right. We're losing track of time. Buying things online. It's not like we need them. Safe and sound. You're pulling on my walls down. I've never been exposed like this before. I'm good at shutting you out. I've always had a way of keeping closed. Beating, hiding, I've been calling out your name from the darkness, thinking it's too late. If you're finding I've been too much on your plate, I'll keep hiding, calling out your name, calling out your name. Calling out your name. Calling out your name. Calling out.
Okay, so for right now I have put up the backdrop and moved the table into my workroom, and I now need to remake the garlands to put around the edge to hide like stuff.
Beating, hiding, I've been calling out your name from the darkness, thinking it's too late. If you're finding I've been too much on your plate, I'll keep hiding, calling out your name, calling out your name, calling out your name. Tell me how you're feeling since you got me out in the open. Now I'm ready to dive in. I know you told you it would be a slow burn. Beating, hiding, I've been calling out your name from the darkness, thinking it's too late. If you're finding I've been too much on your plate, I'll keep hiding, calling out your name, calling out your name. never been exposed like this before. I'm good at shutting you out. I've always had a way of keeping